We often hear that masturbation is completely normal, but where should we draw the line? How many times a day is acceptable without edging into addiction? What if it starts to feel impossible to stop? Today, let's dive deep into these questions and uncover why you might want to consider stepping away from this habit. Beneath what seems normal lies a subtle trap that could be influencing your life more than you realize. It's an issue that quietly drains our willpower and shapes our daily choices. By the end of this video, you'll understand what happens in the brain from both scientific and philosophical perspectives and learn what Stoicism has to teach us about self-mastery over this vice. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss insights like these. Now, let's begin. Modern medicine acknowledges that masturbation is a common behavior, not only in humans but in animals like dogs and other mammals as well. Yet, this acceptance wasn't always the norm. Historically, masturbation was condemned, especially for men, under the belief that it wasted vital energy meant for reproduction. Women were also warned against it, with the claim that it might lead them away from traditional relationships. Physical and moral warnings loomed large, presenting the habit as a source of physical decay and social stigma. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, said Lucius Aeneas Seneca. Today, understanding the psychological impacts of habitual masturbation helps us find clarity in Seneca's insight. Modern science shows that for some, especially those suffering from insomnia, masturbation acts as a sleep aid. The French Institute of Health and Medical Research has found that the male brain deactivates sexual desire after orgasm, giving way to relaxation as the cerebral cortex, the center for conscious thought, takes a rest. This post-orgasmic state helps many men fall asleep. However, as with many habits, what provides temporary relief can also hide a trap. Masturbation floods the brain with dopamine, a neurotransmitter responsible for calm, stress relief, and pleasure. It's so powerful that some become hooked. In 2017, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5, added hypersexuality disorder as an excessive, uncontrollable sexual urge, often including compulsive masturbation under the realm of obsessive-compulsive disorders. This compulsion can lead to troubling behaviors, seeking risky relationships, multiple partners, or excessive pornography, all in pursuit of dopamine-fueled highs. For many, it's not the act itself, but the endless chase of desire, as Marcus Aurelius might remind us. When you engage in a cycle of compulsive masturbation, your brain begins to expect that dopamine reward. Over time, your brain demands more and more dopamine to feel the same level of satisfaction, creating a slippery slope toward dependency. As philosopher Epictetus famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Without mastery over this habit, you may find yourself locked in a cycle of short-lived pleasures and growing frustrations. So, what does Stoicism offer us here? The Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca explored the realms of pleasure, restraint, and self-awareness. They saw each temptation as an opportunity to exercise control, recognizing that true freedom lies not in indulging every whim but in mastering one's impulses. It is not the pursuit of pleasure but self-control that marks a good man, asserted Epictetus. Stoic philosophy teaches us that peace and satisfaction aren't found in fleeting indulgences but in mastering our urges. For the Stoics, understanding and mastering one's desires went hand in hand with achieving inner serenity. They encouraged us to observe our passions without being swept away by them, transforming temptations into opportunities for growth. The greatest victory is to conquer oneself, echoes Seneca, reminding us that the ability to enjoy life's pleasures without becoming enslaved to them reflects a higher level of self-awareness and discipline. Let me share a real story for inspiration. I know someone who struggled deeply with compulsive masturbation, using it to escape stress and find comfort. However, they also faced feelings of guilt, shame, and dissatisfaction after each act. After immersing themselves in Stoic teachings, focusing on self-control, and practicing self-reflection, they transformed their life. Now, they live with inner peace, freedom from the endless cycle of momentary pleasure, and a deeper sense of purpose. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one, advised Marcus Aurelius, and this person did just that, achieving a life of authenticity and calm through the pursuit of higher values. Stoicism doesn't demand repression but encourages us to direct our energies and emotions toward higher goals, rooted in virtue and moderation. Compulsive behaviors only serve to distance us from our noblest aims and from the true happiness found in a life lived intentionally. In sum, when we cultivate mindfulness and reflect on our actions, we align with the Stoic ideal of self-mastery, finding satisfaction not in indulgence but in virtue and inner peace. Consider adopting meditation and mindfulness practices. They can provide mental clarity and help build resilience against momentary urges. Compulsive habits are obstacles to peace, pulling us into regrets and away from the calm found in disciplined living. Embrace the Stoic path, and remember, true freedom is found within.